Hey guys, so glad we are back in Mt.Bello ZOO. Since you're here, you probably know this guy, still awesome, I know, and I had an influx of new subscribers, which I'm super glad. I hope I can follow that up a little bit. So I gotta tell you, I was thinking to go big for this waterfall and some stuff around it, but then I figured out, well, the water is coming from the waterfall down here, and I had nowhere, basically nowhere, to go with that water, so I had to remove the mountain behind this habitat a little bit and create this sort of a feed-through with the water. And then somewhat inspiration struck me and I thought, hey, I could use this. There was this little lake before, so I remade that completely, and I was thinking the underwater viewing here for the gharials. That's what I decided. So I think we have a guy here already. Where is he? Oh, there he is. Yeah, he seems pretty fine. So yeah, and then I was stuck by this vista here, right here. As you can see, you can have a very beautiful view of that waterfall in the distance. So I'm not going to put any trees in that. Actually, it's in the clear vision if you follow the water river banks, and that's what I would like to preserve here. I have some plans. I'm not yet sure how it's gonna turn out, but I think it's starting to shape up, so you probably know the results. I do not. However, I want to show you also this little cozy corner, which is completely backstage. I changed a little bit, so I think that is nice. The problem I had is that I need the access to the habitats that's going to be under the waterfall and to the left side, but since I hastily look at that. Since I hastily put this orangutan exhibit, which turned out larger than I thought it would be, I hastily put it here. I somewhat cut off my backstage road sooner than I desired, so I have to now somewhat integrate it into the area that is for the guests and follow up this way somehow. I hope it will work out. But that's probably it for this update. I want to keep this video shorter because it can get boring, right? So let's get rolling. There's the view I've been talking about. I need to add some more foliage, but for now this looks pretty solid, doesn't it? And we have some happy gharials in there. This big fella male. I didn't know the male gharials are so big comparing to the females, but apparently they are. As you can see, I have a plan with this water. It needs to make sense, at least for me. The main flow of the water is through this canyon and then to the left side of our island, where it continues here, where is going to be some sort of a dam to control the level of the water, so we can guard against the floods. In case there are some big rains, there is a big drainage concrete system, backstage-ish kinda, to get rid of the lot of water in short time. And there are some still water in here, overgrown, for the gharials to hang out. And of course these sandbanks, because I learned that the gharials like to catch the sun on the sandbanks, so I think this is perfect for them. And then actually all of this turned out into some serious rock work and some serious foliage work, but I love it. I love it really how it works. The layering of the rocks. See just this one small example. I mean, this looks amazing, and you can do this pretty easily. I'm going to in fact show you. So just grab some flat big rock and sunk it into the hill like this. You can even rotate. You can use the non-mossy version. I think that might be fine, just like that, and don't worry to spam it. Let's grab some additional and different rock. This one works well too, and do the layers like you see me doing it. You can even add some like interlevels, and then I figured the Cecropia tree number 1 works really well. If you sunk it down like this and rotate maybe a little bit, and one more, we can add some bromeliad plants. And of course bird's nests. Bird's nests work well. Yeah. See, and then we can put in some arrowwood bushes into those edges and into those holes between the particular rocks, like this, and in the bottom. And let's throw in some custard or commonish, no, custard apple for the good measure. Just sunk it down to create the illusion of a bush like this, and voila. Oh, maybe some colors, but you get the idea, and it looks nice. And then if we go inside, we have ourselves a spiders. One here, one there, pretty nicely integrated into this rocks, and it's actually open view from the top. I'm going to show you. Yeah, I might wanna add some lianas or something, some more trees, but this is awesome. This is awesome. It's completely hidden behind the waterfall, so if you're coming from this way, you have no idea. You might hear the waterfall, but you might not know what is in there. You could see the gharials in the water, then visit the spiders if you like them. If not, then not. And then if you go here, sorry for the fast camera, you finally get to this place where we started this part of progress, and where we're gonna leave it for now. And it's awesome already, but some more work to do. Now we are looking at the finished product. I still don't have any guests in my zoo, but they will change with the next episode, I think. And looking at it right now, I think it's pretty awesome. It's very lush, and obviously I went full for the nature reserve for these gharials, the waterfall. I think it's excellent. I will maybe go to the bird's view a little bit more for you, so you can look around and see everything. I think that's a lot to explore, which I'm going to show you around using the Digit Cam, because I think from the point of view of the guests it can be pretty quite nice as well. So we got this new bar with a very interesting I think design, and we will export that a little bit more. So for now, let me grab this guy. I think you know the trick. If not, let me know. But if you rename anybody Digit Cam, you are basically getting into the first person view. So that's what I'm going to do with this little employee. And let me step back a little bit. I made this little shelter, which is pretty popular on the workshop actually. It's here mostly for the view into the orangutan exhibit. But then this unfinished bridge gets us over the ridge with the river. You could already have a nice view from here. And then I made this custom bamboo trail, right? I want really this to be immersive from basically from both sides. From the top, you are diving into the bamboo forest in this little Asia corner. I made a little curve here, so this is like the cozy corner at which you can hang out, learn something about the bamboo, and then we follow this path down here to the underwater viewing area for the gharials. I made some custom stands with the education. This one seems non-functional, and I I actually made it functional by sunking down one of those education boards into the rocks behind it. It's a trick I already showed, I think. Then you could see something in there, and the gharials are not here actually. So let's move on a little bit. So this is still pretty simple, but I changed it a little bit. It's no longer a spider's den. I wanted this area to be an Asia theme, so I changed the animals. It's a scorpion's den now, so we have scorpions in those two viewing. Can we see them? Probably they are somewhere in the area that is just covered with rocks. Unfortunately, you could see that I split that box with the little rock, and then we got some snake in here. It's not an Asia one actually. We have only one Asia exhibit, but let's just pretend this snake is from Asia. Okay, yeah, let's stop here. We have little peep through in here. Still no gharials. Where are they? Never mind. Okay, and we come in here into the viewing gallery, and this little piece of architecture, I think that's turned out pretty nice. It will be on the workshop certainly, so you can pull that to your zoo. Some benches for the guests. This is unfinished, so don't look at that. And then of course, let me get the overview gun, and oh my, this is the view. We are getting all the stuff from here, all the important and interesting stuff. I really worked hard on to preserving this view through that valley and through that river, so you could see the big waterfall in its all beauty. And I think the view on the gharials from this place is nice as well. So let's get back from the Tejicam maybe. So you could see there is this little view through still, and some lianas in there. I made a bamboo path in here, which gives us basically to the back of the orangutan exhibit. So that's the plan. Continue to the left, and we will see. Also, I finished up on this backstage area, which right now, sorry, yeah, that wasn't wasn't greatest. It's pretty simple. Just, you know, the guest cannot see there, and I don't care how it looks, just a tad bit. Great Land Rover from It's Me Romano and Porsley trailer, so that's still pretty good. And those guys you could get from the workshop. Alright, I didn't name this actually, so it's will be probably like an hanging gondola restaurant something, because you can place it so it hangs from this little structure and it's not touching the ground. And then those custom signs for education, only this one is functional I think, and this has a like an ambient speaker. Those are just for the show, but if you are going for an Asia look, I think they might be useful to you. So those will be in the workshop description. In the description you can find the links. And then this habitat obviously I will not be putting on the workshop, because that would be pretty impossible to do given its shape and how it's deeply thoroughly, you know, in the terrain engraved. So but I was thinking I can instead give you my progress of the whole zoo. So I will be putting the zoo on the workshop with some work in progress note, of course, but you can get it, you can explore it, all its inefficiencies, and of course let me know if you have any comments, and you find anything that's just not right. So I'll be only happy if you do that. And yeah, that's it for today. So enjoy and let me know, guys.